Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reija and I'm a huge makeup skincare addict, especially eyeshadows. And as you saw from the title, we are doing Declutter series second part today, which is face palettes. And yeah, if you like this kind of videos, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And click the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And let's go get rid of some face palettes. Okay, this part of the declutter series, like I told in the intro, is powders and face palettes. I don't have many powders. I have 4. So I have the ABH translucent loose setting powder. Definitely keeping this. This is one of my favorites. I'm not actually getting rid of any of these powders. Just gonna tell you what I have. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in translucent. This is the is it pressed or baked? Pressed powder. Another pressed powder I think is the Eglips Blur Powder Packed. I really like this one. I have actually made quite a nice dent to it already. This is in the shade 13, but I really like this one. And then I have the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and it's not my favorite, but it's usable. And yeah, not getting rid of any of those. Oh dear God, help me with this. Sorry. Okay, let's start with the face palettes then. First, I have LA Curl Pinky. This is Blush Collection Pinky. This one has an bronzer, 2 blushes, and highlighter. I love these blush shades. I love the bronzer. I love the highlighter. I'm definitely going to keep this. This one, yeah, I really like that one. Now I have to think how I put my stuff the way that I know what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of. Then I have the BH Cosmetics BFF Alondra et Elsie face palette. This one has contour, bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I love this highlighter. I like the contour and the bronzer, but the blush, the bronzer is too orange for me. And now what's happening with BH Cosmetics, I think I have to get rid of this because you can't get it anymore, I think. So that one has to go. Then I found from a sale in City Market the Physicians Formula Butter Complexion Collection. So this one has 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and 2 highlighters. And yeah, this smells amazing. These kind of blushes aren't the one that I'm reaching for. They're the middle ones. They are just too nude. The highlighters are actually quite dark, and the bronzers are, yeah. And this one has the highlighters are the shades Caprice and Golden Hour. And the blushes are Apricot and Wildflower. And the highlighters and the blushes are limited edition in this palette. And then there are butter bronzers in the shade Deep Bronze and Sunset Bronze. I got it for 15 euros, but I'm just not reaching for it, so I'm getting rid of it. Then I have some Makeup Revolution palettes. These are kind of the first face palettes that I bought when I started my makeup journey. So this one is the Makeup Revolution Vintage Lace Blush Palette. It has 4 shades, 2 kind of peachy ones, then this light pink one and the more deeper one. They don't look like it, but I have used this a lot and the package is broken, but I don't have so many peachy shades like this, so that's why I'm keeping this one to the keep pile. And then I have the Vintage Lace Intense Metallic Cream Powder Highlighter Palette. This one I have used the pink quite a lot. It has the embossing almost gone. And I have used this one quite a lot, but these two are way too dark. And I'm just not reaching for this anymore. I have way better highlighters than this one, so I'm getting rid of this one. Then I have the Soft X highlighter palette from Revolution. This one I'm going to keep. I don't use this so much, but I love this pink shade in here and this one, and of course the silver one. These two are probably too dark for me, but I could use this one, and I have used them a few times, but these three are my favorites. So I'm going to keep this one also because I love Soft. Then I have the Cream Contour Palette, Revolution Ultra Contour Cream Contour Palette. This is probably one of the only things that I have hit pan on one shade. I don't use this that much anymore, and I've only used these three shades. This is highlighter, never used it, so I think it's time to let this one go. This was my first contour that I ever owned, but yeah, it's time for her to go. This one I actually made an order for Lux Plus, and I ordered was it W7 glitter liner trio, and this came instead of that trio, and they let me keep it. So this is the Technic Ultra Contour Technic Color Fix 2 Cream Foundation and Contour Palette. I have only used this like a handful of times for this shade mainly, and I don't actually think these are good shades for, well, this is maybe a good shade for contour, but I don't use all of the shades, so I don't see the point of keeping this, and I've used it so few times, so bye bye. Then this is Ucanbe Kaleidoscope 9 color highlighter palette. I love this. They're very pigmented, beautiful. I use especially these lower row shades when I want purple, blue or green. And this one, these are quite very strong colors, but I really like this palette. Unfortunately, it hasn't been in Amazon for a long time anymore, but I really like this when I want colorful highlighters, so I'm going to keep this one. And I really like the formula, it's very pigmented and nice. Then also from my Beauty Bay Black Friday order, I got the Living My Best Light Delicate highlighter palette. This is putty formula, which I didn't know when I bought it, and I have thought this was more silver shade, but it's actually pink. But I have used this quite a lot. I have used this shade too. These two may be too dark, but it's quite new palette for me still, so I'm not going to get rid of it. It's just that it's very hard to use with a brush. It's better to use with a finger. And then I have one of my favorite face palettes. This is the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle. And I'm not going to get rid of this, even though BH Cosmetics is kind of not anymore. This has 3 bronzer shades and 3 highlighter shades. This may be too dark, but I've used these 2 highlighters and I can use every one of these bronzer shades. So this is one of my, it doesn't look so much used, but it is. So I'm not going to get rid of that one. Then I have Viva la Diva Miss Blossom's Blush Orgy Duo. This has peachy shade and pink shade, Love and Seduce, and I really like this. These are kind of like they're not so bright colors, and they are shimmering formula, so I don't have so many of glowy blushes, so I'm going to keep this one. I really like it. I think it was in my some favorite videos, so I really like it. Then I have a Technic blush palette in Cool Edit, which has 2 shimmers and 2 mattes. This one could actually probably go as a highlighter, but I really love these 2 middle matte shades. I haven't really tried the other shades, but I should. But yeah, I like this. It's affordable. I'm keeping it. Then I have this one. This is probably the most expensive face palette that I own. This is from BeautyAct. This is the iconic Shimmer Kit, it was on last summer on sale. So it was limited edition. Does it say it was limited edition? No, but I think you can't get it anymore. Anyway, so there's a matte bronzer, 2 glowy blushes, and a highlighter. The highlighter is quite dark actually. Well, not really, but yeah. I don't reach this a lot, but I like it. I like the glowy blushes. I'm going to keep it because it's expensive also. I just don't want to throw it away. And I have a couple more BH Cosmetics. This is the Flower Power blush palette. This has 4 blushes, 2 more pinky side and 2 more peachy orangey side. I bought this when I heard that BH Cosmetics filed bankruptcy, so I'm going to keep it even though I don't think it's available anymore. But yeah, I like these shades very much, all of them, and I've used this quite a lot even though it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to keep this one definitely. And then I have the Mrs. Bella Peachy. These are like more orangey blushes, and definitely going to keep this because I don't have actually that many. I'm more like an pink blush kind of girl. Then I have 3 highlighters palettes left. This is my newest bought. This is Essence Choose Your Glow highlighter palette. I think I've used this once, and yeah, I don't actually have so many these kind of shades of highlighters, so that's why I'm going to keep it, and also because it's quite new. And then I have this Soft X Revolution Soft X. This is the sugar frosting, the lightest one of the latest collection she did with Revolution, and I especially love this shade, so I'm going to keep this one also. I'm sorry. And then I have this Lottie London Diamond Bounce Trio, and yeah, this is the dupe of the Fenty, how many carats? Maybe. But anyway, very good dupe. And I have used this yellowy once and this one never, but I couldn't find this one as a single, and this is like, it's like my dreams come true. It's so pretty, like glitter. But if you don't like glitter, then this is definitely not your style, but I love it. So I'm definitely keeping it. So there were all my face brush palettes, and yeah, next time I'm probably going through all my single blushes, highlighters, and contour and bronzer, because I don't have so many of them. Maybe I'll add my primers, foundations, and setting sprays to that, because I don't have that many of those. Okay, we are done with the face palettes now. I got rid of 5 face palettes and kept 14, if I remember right. I'll put the numbers to the screen so you can see. And yeah. Anyway, If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And that is all for today's video. See you in the next one. Bye! Here are my face palettes and powders in order now.